If in a few months you see that wisp of air blow by you, that's me. No waste, just kidding. Hello friends, welcome back, good morning. Today we have a lot to do. So I am currently getting ready for work. You just saw my little mini abridged morning routine. Sometimes I don't have the bandwidth or even like the time for like a full morning routine. So my basic bare bones morning routine is journaling, some kind of movement unless I'm really not feeling it that day, and a warm drink. Unless it's like a day like today where I can't eat because I'm going to get my blood drawn. So today on the agenda, essentially I'm going into the office. So I do work from home. I work in like the corporate healthcare admin space. So I do work from home, but it's technically hybrid. About like once a month we go in to the office for department meetings. I really like my team, so I enjoy seeing them anyway. Going in, just like a little department meeting, catch up, then I'm gonna come back home for some more meetings. So I'm getting dressed for that. I literally realized that I am wearing a white shirt. One of the shirts I'm wearing is stark white. I already put on my sunscreen, my glow sunscreen. It's the tinted one from Supergoop, so we're gonna see how this is gonna work. Ciao. This could have all been avoided. I'm gonna see if I can just put this around my face. This is the shirt for context that I'm wearing. So I'm gonna put this on. Let's feel my way. This could have all been avoided. Let's see. It does what it's supposed to do. Okay, I'm gonna take my robe off. Okay. At least it's on. Got my big head through the little thing. Okay, so as I was saying, but how are you doing? What's good? What's tea? My hair is like as good as it's gonna get. I'm just gonna go with this. It's at least parted somewhat down the center, so it's gonna go with that. Anyway, what's on the agenda today? I think I mentioned that I have an autoimmune disease a few times. I haven't like really mentioned the name of it or gone in too much detail about it, but I have systemic lupus. My white blood cell count is she's not in the best shape. So we are drawing blood again. I typically draw blood before every rheumatologist checkup, and after that I'm heading straight to the office. I'll be back home in the afternoon for some meetings, and then I have a rowing later, which I'm excited about because I really only did like a full body circuit yesterday, so today is like my first like full day of cardio, so I'm excited for rowing today. Hopefully it doesn't whoop my ass, because it whoops my ass. Yeah, and then typically I end the days, so for context, I'm studying for a large exam. When am I not studying? Even when I'm not in school, I'm literally studying, so I think it's just a comfort at this point. But yeah, I'm studying for a big standardized exam coming up in a few months, so I'll probably end the day doing that. Usually I get like anywhere from like 5 to 6 days of studying in per week. So that's what I've been doing with my life. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my makeup. I can't eat before I go draw my blood, which is so sad, but I'm just gonna have some water so I can do my tests appropriately. And then I am gonna just make a smoothie that I can have my smoothie after I draw my blood and before, like on the way when I'm like heading to work and stuff. So I'm gonna finish getting ready and then I'll show you the fit, a little biz cash-ish, not really fit, and then make my smoothie and then we'll head out. So this is really the fit. Pardon the mirror, she's a little dusty, but I have on these little Sam Edelman slide loafers, these really relaxed like flowy pants from Michael Kors, and this is just like a Calvin Klein shirt. And then I don't know where this is from, I stole it from my boyfriend, but it works. Very relaxed. Got my smoothie, got my phone, got my little work bag with my supplies, my work laptop, and we're gonna get ready to head out to this blood work appointment. I'll see you there. Can you believe I looked at my blood work order and it's non-fasting? So I was starving myself for no reason. Chow, I thought a CMP meant I had to fast. Anyway, so I starved myself for nothing, but it's fine. I have my smoothie. I'm in the parking lot. I have a little bit of time to kill before I'm gonna head on the road to head to work. So I just wanted to touch base. I don't know if you saw what was in my smoothie, but essentially it's mango, kale, peaches, electrolytes, and protein. Protein is from ProMix. I'm trying it out. It's their plant-based protein, just sweetened with monk fruit. Oh, there's also some yogurt. Usually it blends quite smoothly and quite well, but today she's a little choppy. I feel like ever since I had oral surgery to get my 2 wisdom teeth removed, and you know, like when you get your wisdom teeth removed, you have little desire to want to eat anything because you're in pain. So I feel like ever since then my stomach has just gotten used to, you know, eating a little less in the morning. So I'm rolling with it. If in a few months you see that wisp of air blow by you, that's me. No waste, just kidding. Yeah, I just want to kind of check in and speak more about like why I get blood work every so often, like every couple weeks or so. The labs I drew today, yeah, CBC, CMP, vitamin D, ferritin, vitamin D. I said vitamin D. Ferritin, SLE panel. Like I said, like my white blood cell count is a little bit low. A hallmark of lupus, I believe, is white blood cell count is low, specifically your lymphocytes. My neutrophils are also low, and I'm just like anemic in general, so my red blood cell count, she's a little low as well. Anyway, so we're just kind of rechecking my levels to see what happened after my wisdom teeth, you know, sockets are healed and stuff. After those results come back, I have an appointment next week and we're gonna go kind of re-strategize, rethink what we're gonna do next, maybe go see some more specialists. Don't think I've like shared this too much here. Obviously, I like have more topic-based videos. I think I shared it in my newsletter. I think I feel more comfortable overall sharing more in my newsletter. It's only if you're really, really interested in what I have to say that you'd subscribe to my newsletter, unless you want some free templates and then you unsubscribe later. Overall, I think I've just been a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit more open over on the newsletter. So I have shared how I prioritize my health and wellness while having a chronic condition. I was diagnosed about 3 years ago. I first started out having like my lymph nodes were very, very swollen. If you know, like when your lymph nodes are swollen, like that can mean a lot of things. It can mean like you're sick, like COVID, for example. Like a lot of people had swollen lymph nodes. You know, it could just mean like infection that your body's trying to fight, or like worst case scenario, like cancer. Essentially, if you have swollen lymph nodes, if they're multiple, if it's not resolving itself, the next step is to do a biopsy. So I don't know if you've seen in my videos, I have this, is it this side? I have this little scar here. The ENT surgeon who actually did the surgery, she's pretty good. Like it could look a lot worse. So she said like whatever fold in my neck, she just try to like match that fold. This is currently the scar from that surgery. Everything came back benign, but then we're like, okay, so what's like the issue? I started getting like rashes, like dark patches on my ears, on my eyes. I don't know if you've seen in my videos when I have like my makeup off, there's like little patches here that are from post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. And yeah, just all the symptoms. No like butterfly rash, because I think that's not necessarily the case in darker skinned folks. Like you can't really see the typical presentation of a butterfly rash that you would typically associate with lupus. So anyway, yeah. And then child, the worst of the worst, my hair started falling out. And at first, like the little, my little middle part here was thinning. And I was like, y'all, like, I know my hair, like something is not correct. And my parents were like, child, it's in your head, relax. And I'm like, nah. Parts started getting a little wider, and then so mostly like up here and then a little bit back here. So all this is really pretty much like new growth, and it grew back like a looser texture than the other side of my head. As you've seen in probably like my other videos, I showed little like before and afters of like my long hair that I kind of grew it out, blow dried. It was like all the way like down here, I would say. I started losing that hair. That's actually what got me into the dermatologist's office. If you didn't know, I was a medical assistant at a derm practice. I actually went to see her and she was like, oh, come work for me. And I was like, okay. And then yeah, I got like the injections for free. That helped. It was very painful. The PA, she did them for me every so often. And then getting on the medication once we finally figured out what I had, that also helped. So hair has pretty much grown back to like a decent length. So that's kind of like the symptoms. Fast forward a couple years later, it's pretty much well managed, well treated. But yeah, I still like suffer pretty much from like chronic fatigue. Sometimes in the morning it's a little bit hard to get out of bed. If I push myself too hard like on a workout the next day, I think I've only been successful one day after like rowing and doing like pushing myself to decrease my split in rowing. The next day, yeah, it was crickets. It was quiet for me. So yeah, that's why I'll try to typically do my rowing like towards the end of the week, because the next day, like the odds of me getting up and going to the gym are very low. So I use that as my rest day. I think I just share all this to share that the reason behind really me starting this channel, even me getting into Pilates, was because I was dealing with this chronic condition. I knew that I had to make some serious lifestyle changes. For context, again, I'm providing all the context here because I haven't really provided it before. I went to Northwestern up in Evanston, the Chicagoland area. You know, one of the top like undergrads in the country, schools in general in the country. They have a really good business school, really good law school, really good med school. And I think because, you know, everyone's so high performing, I was high performing obviously at the time, still am, but like in order to get in and keep up, especially because I was a STEM girly, putting my body through a lot of stress. So even amongst like studying and, you know, doing a bunch of other shit that was a mess. And, you know, this was like prefrontal cortex Amira, right? This was like 20-year-old Amira, doing the most. Just essentially, I think I just stressed myself out way too much. All to say is I think I really had to like reevaluate my lifestyle, seriously make some changes, even think about like the type of career I wanted to go into and if that was even conducive to like maintaining my health and wellness. Like it has really been a priority. Grateful that my condition is well treated, well managed right now, knocking on everything, every piece of, there's no wood in here, but knocking on everything, child. But you know, you hear stories of, for example, Selena Gomez has lupus, you know, lupus nephritis is a thing. And so yeah, you just don't want to like have it exacerbate and get to the level where it can shut down your organs essentially. So yeah, I've been just very thoughtful. I'm in my 20s. I'm relatively still healthy, still strong, and I'm just putting in like preventative measures now that I can easily like maintain going into like my 30s. Like I want to start a family, have kids like eventually in the next few years, and like that's gonna be its own like set of challenges. So yeah, I'm just trying to really be thoughtful, intelligent about like my sleep, my diet, especially the diet, hit or miss. Like for the most part I do well, but it's the sugar and the chocolate. That is like kind of the reason, the onus, the impetus for starting this channel. I sought Pilates as a very low impact way. It made me feel good in my body. And then from there, I, started posting my little videos. I kind of always wanted to post something. And then I met my boyfriend, and like within a few weeks of like meeting each other, he bought me this camera that I'm filming on now, the Sony ZV-E10. So I was like, okay, the stars are aligned. I have to pick it up and just do something. So yeah, now I just like kind of share my journey. Anyway, so very long-winded, but now you know a little bit more about me. I've killed some time. Now I'm gonna head into the office and we're gonna have our meeting, and then I'll see you back home. Hey y'all, it is a little bit of time later. I'm back from my meeting, back from the office. I technically like take my lunch around like 1 p.m. It's 12:50 and I'm not gonna log back in until 2. I have a meeting with my manager, a one-on-one, and then we have like our little smaller division meeting. Lots of meetings today, but it's nice that like 2 of the meetings are now remote, as it should be. So this is like typically how you'll find me. What I want to do, I got a package before I make anything. Priorities. I'm gonna open my Amazon package. I got a Magic Keyboard for my iPad, but I'm studying for an exam, so I noticed that it's just kind of like annoying. Not annoying, this is like definitely a first world problem, but just taking it off and placing it on the desk. I want to see if this stand I bought makes it more comfortable to actually like prop my iPad up and write. I've never cut myself with this thing. I'm trying to keep it that way. Shield my shank. Child, I don't want, okay. I thought these were screws. I spoke too soon. Wait, hold on. Oh, these are little washers. Is very cute. See what this is giving. Okay, let's see. Ooh, wait, this is so cute. Okay, you also have to, like, you can't just turn, well, you could, but you have to just be careful about how you turn this because it will come off. You kind of just have to grab both this back of the stand and the device to turn it, but she's cute. Also, the reason why I bought this is because when I'm in Notion, looking at my little recipes, okay, I just can't see. At our meeting today, they had all the notes and documents up on the screen. And I forgot my glasses. The way blurs, like blurry, I could not see one letter. I can just see shapes and colors. I'm squinting. It was not great. I'm 25, but my eyeballs feel like they're a 70-year-old person's eyes. So that's concerning, but that's fine. Also, side note, in this vlog, we were talking about, lupus. One of the effects of my medication, potential side effects that are adverse, is retinopathy. So every year I have an eye appointment to just make sure my retinas are doing what they're supposed to do. The ophthalmologist says everything's cute, but I don't know, this vision begs to differ. So anyway, side note, here I am in my recipes, and here is like what it looks like. So I think it's cute just to have this like little stand, and I'll be able to just kind of put it on the counter, prop it up, or like sometimes, you like to, like I'm gonna actually do, like you like to cook and like watch something. Yeah, I like it for that, because like this is white and I didn't want to put it on the counter because sometimes, the counter can be a little messy. Yeah, so cute little setup. If you want the links, the Amazon links, they'll be in the description. What I'm gonna do right now is clean up, and I am hungry. When I turned on this camera, I said I was hungry, and I went on a whole tangent. I'm gonna make, I think, some ramen. You're gonna watch me do that. very thrown together soup. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat. Also, we're at 1,006 subscribers. I hit 1,000 a few days ago and I'm super happy. It's definitely like, when you think of all the YouTubers on here that have like hundreds of thousands, millions of subscribers, you know, you always like kind of compare yourself to that a little bit, but at any rate, I'm super new. Like, most of those people took years to get to where they are, and so I'm just definitely enjoying the journey, what content creation has like given me, getting more comfortable on camera, sharing, and yeah, so I'm just kind of, you know, carving out my little corner of the internet. So if you're here, if you stumbled upon this video, thank you so much for watching. If you end up subscribing to me and kind of coming with me along this journey, I appreciate you so much. So yeah, I'm just excited for hitting this milestone. I'm excited for what's, you know, in store. If I had 0 subscribers, didn't get a view, I would still be doing this because it's just fun to create, fun to, you know, plan and script. And anyway, so I digress. We're gonna check in later. I'm gonna go eat. I'm famished. I think this is like my first real meal of the day. So cheers. I'll see you soon. Alrighty, it is almost 9, 8:53. I have since showered. Wow, I've just been yawning today. I've since showered, like done my skincare. I made some tea and I'm going to journal, just kind of wrap up my day, start to wind down. Gonna like do my journaling and read on the couch here, and then once I get in the room, I'm gonna do a little meditation. Other than that, thanks for coming along with me. I don't know, this day in the life, maybe it's boring. I mean, it would seem boring to me if I was watching it perhaps, but just kind of showing you, like, I know that I talk a lot on my channel. My topic videos are more so about like, you know, how I plan, you know, goal setting, health and wellness stuff, just like getting it together. And I thought I'd show like a realistic, like day in the life of me trying to implement that stuff, kind of, all the moving parts. You know, my exam prep has to do with like goals, career goals, and like moving on. You know, my exercise, my morning movement, has to do with like wellness. There's the actual like healthcare side, like clinical side of me, like having a chronic condition and having to do stuff in order to like manage that in terms of treatment. So kind of thought I'd show like what that looks like implemented in my everyday life. So yeah, I think I'll be like popping in doing these kinds of videos every so often just to kind of provide updates. I just want to say, if you clicked on this video, again, if you're subscribed, if you like, comment, if you reach out to me over on my other platforms, thank you so much. I have definitely become so fulfilled by just like picking up this little camera and sharing, and kind of building out my little corner of the internet. So thank you again for 1K, and I'm sure this will be like a good little moment in time to look back on when I kind of do grow. You know, I can always look back on this moment just kind of appreciating where I started from. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to continue my little evening routine, and yeah, tomorrow on the agenda, same thing essentially. Working from home. I'm not actually leaving my house, thank God. I'm gonna use my little lunch break to go get a wax, which I'm not looking forward to, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? I think for these next few months, my life is pretty boring, using what time I do have after work to try to get as many things as I can in, so that I can achieve my goals quarter by quarter. So anyway, love ya. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video very, very soon. And don't forget, stay mindful. Bye.